Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Amanda. Today we are going to be doing a morning routine geared towards infertility, so everything I do to help us have a baby. And yeah, so let's get started. The first thing I do in the morning is take my basal body temperature. If you guys don't know, this is how I track my ovulation and my entire cycle. After taking that temperature, I immediately record it into my Glow app so I remember it and it's easily accessible. I will be the first person to tell you that I am not a morning person when it comes to waking up. I do love mornings and I do love having a morning routine, but waking up is just not fun for me. And my husband is usually gone by this time, so once I wake up, I try to get out of bed pretty quickly and make my bed, and I also collect any sort of cups or garbage we accumulated from last night. Like I said, I do try to remember to make my bed every morning, but sometimes it just doesn't happen because once I'm awake, my dogs go crazy and they don't leave me alone, so I'm up pretty quickly to cater towards them. I head into the kitchen and make coffee, and then I will walk them while it's brewing. But even during this time, they're usually around my feet, whimpering. Dixie's usually chugging water like no tomorrow. And yeah, so this is just what I do in the morning right when I wake up, is make that coffee. I do drink caffeinated coffee. This is my only source of caffeine throughout the day, and it is approved by my doctor, so definitely get your doctor's approval on if you're allowed to have caffeine and how much. I am on my first round of Clomid. This particular day was day 4 of taking Clomid, so I take that first thing in the morning before I eat anything. I usually do not get an upset stomach or have nausea from it, so I continue to do it. I think I ate the first couple days, but then I accidentally took it out and I was fine, so I'm not the first in the morning either, like I like to wait. After that, I just do some work on my laptop, like editing a YouTube video, uploading it, and yeah, so after walking the dogs, and I am not drinking coffee right now, just so you know. Once I upload my YouTube video, that is usually my incentive, and I'm allowed to get coffee now, so I go ahead and get coffee. I am someone who drinks it with cashew milk and 1 spoonful of sugar in the raw. Sorry, I can't talk this morning. And then I go and sit on the couch for about 20-30 minutes and just kind of raise on my phone and just hang out and chill for just a little bit before I go on with my morning. Guys, I cannot say this enough, but this has become such an essential thing in my morning routine to do. Morning yoga for fertility has just helped so much. I love it. I was following a couple of free ones on YouTube for a while, and then I started doing it on my own where I can listen to my own music, usually worship music or even a podcast geared towards fertility, or just positive affirmations. It's super encouraging and helpful. You can also repeat positive affirmations in your head. It's a good time to practice doing them. If you don't know, there's a lot of learning to do when it comes to that, but that is what I do, and I just really love it, and it makes me feel so happy. It's not high intensity, so it's super easy to get done in the morning.
Burning bridges to the ground, so take away what's left of me.
is something new I've added into my morning routine after doing a lot of research on how your diet can help with infertility. I have incorporated green tea into it, but it's decaffeinated green tea, and I drink it with just a little bit of honey. And I usually drink it right when I'm getting ready in the morning, like doing my face routine or my skincare routine and stuff, doing a little bit of makeup. And I've really been loving it, and it tastes fantastic. Good morning, guys. So I know the rest of all this video has been like a montage with voiceover, but I wanted to go ahead and insert some real life footage of me talking to you guys because I feel like I like combination videos. I like where people are talking in videos. I like when people do montages in videos. So I thought I would come on here and talk a little bit. Sorry guys, bathroom's kind of a mess. And do my morning makeup routine with you guys. So I like to do 10 minutes of my morning routine for myself. You know, it's like skincare, brush your teeth, blah, 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 all those things. And lately I have also been incorporating drinking green tea into my morning. And this is a decaffeinated green tea, and I just put in some honey, which you guys saw. And that is something to help with fertility. If you like green tea, I would recommend it. If you don't, you could like mix it with something. Mix it with like tea, like regular tea, like decaffeinated black tea or whatever. But I do like green tea. So I'm gonna drink that and get ready. And I wanted to talk a little bit about an infertility update besides like taking Clomid and doing like all that, like talking about all that, because I do have a lot of videos that are planning to come up that are going to be about infertility, and also like Clomid related, ovulation related, pregnancy related, infertility treatments related, fertility appointments related. And I just wanted to come on here and talk about you guys, like talk to you guys like in real life, like how it actually feels to go through infertility, because I feel like I haven't really talked about my emotions too much, except for over on Instagram. That is where most of my emotional videos are at. Obviously there's some here on YouTube that also are super emotional, but if you know, I do post a lot on Instagram almost every day. But I'm gonna wash my face real quick and then we can continue talking. So I just pulled my hair back, put this little headband on. So I'm gonna wash my face. I'm gonna be using the Tula cleaner. This is my favorite cleaner. It's almost empty. So sad. I'm gonna order some more because guys, this has been like a godsend. Like, and it's lasted me almost a year. Not joking, I wash my face every day. And 6 months ago, Mauricio started washing his face every day with this, and we still have some. So it's nuts. You literally need the smallest amount. And because it foams up, it's like, oh, it's amazing. So let me go ahead and wash my face real quick. Okay, so I love that face wash. Like I was saying, it lasted so long. I have a little bit of mascara under my eyes that did not come off, but I'm just gonna use a Neutrogena wipe and wipe underneath my eyes and my eyelashes to try to get all that mascara off. Mascara, is it like the hardest for everyone to get off? I feel like I always leave mascara on my eyes. Like I always wake up with mascara under my eyes, because mascara I wear almost every day. I made it part of my morning routine because I love mascara. Like literally it's just mascara and one other thing occasionally. So that is what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna do the full shablam. So one thing I haven't done since quarantine started, since my wedding, since my wedding, which was in February, dang, is pluck my eyebrows. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up my eyebrows real quick, which is not part of my normal morning routine, but I am gonna include it today. Slurping is not a nice thing to do, Amanda. All right. Moving on to the next thing, we're gonna use some toner today. I'm feeling some toner. You guys know that I don't use toner every day, especially because I live in Florida and I love to go out in the sun, and I go in the sun a lot. So I'm gonna be using the toner today by Tula. This is their Cleared Up Acne Correcting Gel, probiotic superfood. It's basically a toner. And we're just gonna rub that on. Mostly my cheeks area is where it's the reddest, like my high cheekbone. So I really want it there. Those are where most of my scars are from my acne. And then, okay, so about infertility. So when I first was diagnosed at 17 with PCOS, which I am no longer diagnosed with, it was really hard for me to grasp that. And then when I got married to Mauricio, or actually when we started talking about getting married and blah, 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 I told him, I was like, I'm gonna have trouble having kids. Like, is that something you're willing to go through? Like, is that something you want? You know, because that's what I wanted. And I already knew that that was, you know, in my future. That's what I thought was in my future. And he completely agreed. So we agreed to have kids very quickly. Me and Mauricio are 5 years apart. I'm 22, he is 27. He'll be 28 in October and I'll be 23 in November. So we are literally like 5 years apart, like 4 months and some years, or 4 months and, or five years and, what are we? 4 years and some months, 5 years and some months, I don't know. So yeah, and there's an age gap. So he's on the older side and I knew he wanted to have kids and I wanted to have kids, like 5 years ago, like no joke. Now we tried for 6 months and it was pretty rough, you know, negative after negative after negative, and yeah, it really did suck. Okay, I'm back. My camera battery died, so I had to charge it for a little bit, and I've come to the conclusion that I need to order spares because yeah, this is bad. So now I put my toner on, and now I'm gonna be going in with my Revive Vala Gene Labs. I've heard some bad things about this, but guys, I've been loving it. It works well with my skin. So I'm gonna continue to use it because I've almost used this whole thing and I love it. It's like milk on my skin, and I bet if I bought like the Ordinary brand of this, I probably would love it, but this will do for now, and I'm not gonna waste it. So I just put drops on my face. Try to avoid actually putting the dropper to your face, but that happens, so I have to like kind of be quick and effective with it. And we're just gonna go in circular motions on the cheeks, downward motion on the nose and under the eyes, and then we're going to circles on the forehead. I have one little measly pimple on my eyebrow, but I don't think I'm gonna treat it because I think it's gonna go away. And I don't wanna make it more crusty than it needs to be. It's honestly already almost going away, like it's almost flat, so I'm not too worried about it. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna go in with some lotion, but first I wanna dry it off. So back to my story and how we're feeling about infertility. So when I went to the doctor and we decided to start fertility treatments, and we started off with Clomid. This was our baseline. I've explained this in a couple videos. I think I have, if not, this might be the first time, I don't remember, but technically this Clomid is to just put me on a steady cycle to try to conceive naturally. If for some reason it does not work, it gives me a clean slate, and my doctor a clean slate, to be able to look more into my body and do more tests that are going to be more accurate. So that's why this is so important, and I've been really diligent about doing a lot of things mentally, physically, internally, a lot of things: green tea, yoga, face routine, sleeping in, basal body temperature, like, but not to the point where I obsess over it. And Mauricio, I think it's kind of hard on him a little bit. He won't tell me it's hard on him, but it's been hard to deal with me going through Clomid. I talk about in my Clomid update how I have had mood swings that are pretty bad, but me and Mauricio are really confident that this will work. Like my doctor said, I don't have a lot of things that are off during initial testing, just kind of ovulation is missing, or the ovulation isn't strong enough to conceive. So he did this and hoping that it would help. So we are very optimistic that it will work. I know it's really hard to like watch videos and assume that it's going to be just as easy for you or it's going to be harder for you, but for right now, positive thinking is the best way to go. I'm using the Pond's face cream if you're wondering. This is for dry skin. And honestly, I just feel like we are really in a good place. Like, we've learned to, we've accepted that we can't have kids at this moment naturally, like we have to have medication to help us at this point, or that if we did do it naturally, it would be just by the good grace of God and my body working correctly, which could happen 1 month, 2 months, 3 months out of the year, and then having the timing accurate. But we've kind of assumed that every child we want will be under close monitoring. We probably will have to go to the doctor to have them. And honestly, once you get to that point of acceptance, it's really easy to continue to move forward. You know, just take it day by day. I'm really not stressing about it. And I'm just like being very aware that this could either go really wrong and not work, and it could be a long journey, long process, or it could be super easy and it's super not stressful and it's just a simple fix. But I'm leaning towards more positive, and I'm going to talk about that. I'm recording a video on 10 tips to get through infertility, and I'm going to mention that positive affirmations are really important. So waking up in the morning and saying basal body temperature when you take it, like saying, oh, I don't know why I take it, like it's not going to help, is not positive affirmation. But saying basal body temperature, wake up, say, like, it is annoying, but it's going to be helpful, it's going to be useful, it's going to help, like, it's going to make sense, this will be worth it, those type of things, instead of, you know, like just degrading. And I know it can be really, really hard, but you just have to keep that positive outlook. So that's basically the end for my skincare routine. I'm going to put on a little bit of deodorant, and I may put a little bit more I may straighten my hair just a little bit more to kind of get the frizz out. But honestly, I'm thinking, I'm gonna put on some chapstick too. Honestly, I'm thinking that I'm just gonna brush it and put in some product. The One Hit Wonder. I really love this stuff. So yeah, I have to film a video, so I want to look semi-decent. I always wear my hair up in all my videos, and it's like, I just hate doing my hair for no reason. But at the same time, like, you know, social media, you know, you have to be semi presentable. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not gonna straighten it. That will be okay. But yeah, that's basically my spiel for this. I'm gonna go cook breakfast before I record a video, but I'm gonna go ahead and end the video right here.
Blinded by the ones I lost, connecting lines of which we crossed, which we crossed. Dropped off the scene that side, wishing to have one more fight left in me. The life I see, what's left in me, burning bridges to the ground.
I will go ahead and end the video right here. I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am praying for you, and I hope you are blessed with a bundle of joy, and I hope that everything goes super smoothly for you. And I will see you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.